Hello, everyone. This is Shawn Stewart of 586 Sports. In this video, I will give you 10 best players for Week 5 in Splash Sports NFL Touchdown Streak Survivor. Now, before I begin, if you are new to this channel, make sure that you like and subscribe to this channel for upcoming videos. New Splash Sports customers can use my referral code UUM2IX to receive your free $10 when you play a contest that is $10 or more. The link will be in the description below. Now, Splash Sports has a game called Touchdown Survivor. Now, NFL Touchdown Survivor is a high stakes fantasy style twist on traditional Survivor. You're picking individual players to score touchdowns. So here's how it works. So you're going to select two primary players for the first week and an alternate. All three players must be on different teams. So if either primary player records a touchdown, your entry advances. Alternates will automatically replace a primary pick if your player does not play. So for week 2 and beyond, you will only have to select one primary player and an alternate. Now, if your primary player records a touchdown, your entry advances. If your primary player does not record a touchdown, your entry is eliminated. In order for a touchdown to count, it must be scored by rushing, receiving, or on a kickoff or a punt return. Passing or other forms of touchdown scores will not count. Alternates will automatically replace a primary pick if your player does not play. So this swamp occurs on completion of the alternates play game. So see rule selection for more information on alternatives. So the entrant that makes it to the furthest takes home the whole prize. So let us get started. Now, the first one we're going to look at is Indianapolis Colts running back Jonathan Taylor. Now, Taylor leads the NFL in rushing through 4 weeks with 414 yards while scoring three touchdowns. All three scores came in week 3 blowout against the Titans as he seeks his first home touchdown since week 18 of last season. The Raiders have allowed 4 rushing touchdowns in the last 2 weeks after not giving up a score on the ground in the first 2 games. The second one we're going to look at is Detroit Lions running back David Montgomery. Now, Montgomery had a field day against the Ravens in week 3 with 151 yards and 2 touchdowns. So he wasn't efficient against the Cleveland Browns last week because he had 12 yards and 9 carries. So he's going to face a Cincinnati Bengals team that is 26th ranked rush defense, which has given up 4 rushing touchdowns in the past 2 weeks. Number 3, we are also going to look at New York Giants quarterback Jackson Dart. Yes, Jackson Dart. Now, Dart had an impressive against the Chargers last week, and that ended up being their first win of the season. Now, Dart carried the ball 10 times for 54 yards and a score in his debut, and 7 of those attempts were designated runs. Now, Dart had his number called 30% of the time in the red zone. Now, according to FanDuel, they have Dart projected for the sixth best chance to score a rushing touchdown among quarterbacks playing on Sunday. And Dart admitted that he'll be playing with a chip on his shoulder due to the New Orleans Saints passing on him in this year's draft. Now we're going back to Detroit. Now, this time it is Jahmyr Gibbs. Now, the Lions were trying to get Williams more involved last week as the receiver finished with only 2 catches for 40 yards on 8 targets, despite totaling 210 air yards on a team high 32% target share. Now, the Bengals are 24th in downfield receptions and 30th in downfall targets allowed to wide receivers to begin the new campaign. So that doesn't hurt that Cincinnati is 28th in pressuring rate, giving Goff time to find Williams on a deep throw or in the red zone. Another one we're looking at is the Chargers running back, Omarion Hampton. Now, since the injury to Najee Harris in week 3, Hampton has seen a major increase in his snap rate and opportunity share, making him the team's featured back. Now, he has scored a touchdown in back to back games and has shown significant production, including 128 yards and a touchdown in week 4. Now, the Chargers are going to face a Commanders team that has given up touchdowns to opposing running backs in 2 of their last 3 games. Now, we're going to look at Ashton Gentry, the Raiders running back. Now, Gentry had a breakout game last week with 138 rushing yards and 2 receiving touchdowns. Now, the Colts defense allowed a rushing touchdown to the opposing running back in 3 of the last 4 games, according to CBS Sports. Now, Gentry played 85% of snaps last week, indicating his significant role in the Raiders' offense. Other one we're looking at is Colts running wide receiver. I won't say running back. Colts wide receiver Michael Pittman Jr. Now, Pittman Jr. was limited with a hamstring issue, but returned to full practice and does not have an injury designation for Sunday's game. Now, the Raiders has allowed 6 most PPR points per target and the 6 most receiving yards per game to perimeter wide receivers. That is making them a favorite matchup for Pittman. Now let's look at Dallas Cowboys wide receiver George Pickens. Now Pickens has scored in his last 2 games and 4 touchdowns on the season. Now with CD Lamb being injured, Pickens is expected to be a primary target for quarterback Dak Prescott, who leads the NFL in pass attempts. That will increase his touchdown opportunities. Now the Cowboys are going to face a Jets team that is ranked 28th in scoring defense, making it a strong matchup for Dallas's offense and Pickens. So Prescott does trust Pickens in the red zone, where he has scored both of his scoring touchdowns this season. Miami Dolphins running back Devon Etienne. Now the Dolphins will play a Carolina Panthers team that is considered to have a very poor scoring defense. With Tyreek Hill being injured, Etienne is expected to see a significant uptick in his role in the Dolphins offense, including in the passing game. Now, Etienne has scored touchdowns in 2 of his 3 games this season and has shown a strong connection with the goal line and the end zone, scoring revealing touchdowns as well. And last but not least, Buffalo Bills quarterback Josh Allen. Now, Allen is playing at a MVP level, throwing and rushing for scores. The Patriots have struggled against top tier quarterbacks, and Allen's dual threat ability makes him a significant threat for anytime touchdown. That is all my picks for week 5 of the NFL touchdown streak on Splash Sports. If you want to play, if you play Survival Pool, we do have a Survival Pool pick on our website at 586sports.com. Click NFL and NCAA Survivor, where you can get the best Survivor picks every week, whether it's NFL, NCAA, or both. So what's included in your Survivor Pool pick subscription is you're going to get full features for your NFL regular season, full features for NCAA football regular season, and we also have a winner and loser survival pool grid sheet for both NFL and NCAA football if you're playing it on Splash Sports. And best of all of our packages have a 7-day trial. And do not forget, I do have a survival pool sports show called Safe or Trap that airs every Thursday night at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time on 586 Sports. And you can also follow me on social media at 586 Sports S, 2 S's as you can see up top on X, Instagram, and TikTok. And also follow 586 Sports on X, Instagram, TikTok at 586.sports because it's different as well. So thank you so very much. And you guys have a nice day, evening, and enjoy your picks.